Bhaktivardhini continued with meaning and tika starting with verses 6 and 7. Tadrishasyapi satatam grihastanam vinashakam tyagam krutva yatetyastu tadarat ek manasaha labate sudridam bhaktim sarvatopyadikam param tyage vadakabu yastvam dusanga atam nantanaha tyage vadakabu yastvam dusanga tatanataha. Please excuse inaccuracy. An accomplished devotee always finds residence in the worldly home destructive to their devotion. Having left that home, they make every effort towards that devotional purpose with a fully focused mind. They attain to firm devotion of the highest rank. However, there can be higher hindrances to such renunciation because of the possibility of bad association and polluted foodstuffs. Tika 6 and 7. When a devotee reaches this stage of addiction to the Lord, then remaining in that worldly home where the soul lacks the association of accomplished Vaishnavas who are dear to the Lord, can damage their divine sentiment in the heart. It is not then proper for them to remain in that place. Thus the devotee whose consciousness is fully focused on attaining the Lord, who leaves the worldly home and is always enthusiastic for their path, is the one who progresses furthest on this path, and in whom the seed of devotion becomes the most firmly established. On the other hand, Sri Vallabhacharyaji does not recommend the renunciation of the home and forbids it to those who do not understand the nature of renunciation within the devotional path, who do not have the qualification to renounce in the correct way, and who think that they can just leave their home and increase their devotion. The reason behind this is that after leaving the family home, there is a great possibility of hindrances caused by bad association and polluted foodstuffs. Sri Acharyaji now describes the best way forward for those whose divine sentiment is not yet firm nor mature, so that they do not get corrupted and so that they can survive well and find a suitable way to progress. Verse 8. Atah stayam haristane tadiyayi saha tatparai adure viprakarshe yatha chittam na dushyati. Therefore, such an aspirant should live in a place sacred to Sri Hari and keep the company of accomplished devotees, Vaishnavas. They must, however, find the balance between living too close to them and keeping a reasonable distance, so that no negativity might arise in the heart. Tika 8. They should live with accomplished devotees in a place dear to the Lord and rely totally on the Lord, so that no negativity arise in their heart. They should make sure that they remain free from fault-finding in both the Lord and his devotees, by neither living too close to them nor too far away. They should still, however, not be without Vaishnava association for even a single moment. Verse 9. Sevayam va katayam va yasya sakti drida bhavet yavat jivan tasya nasho na kvapiti matirmama. My opinion is that as for the devotee who has firm attachment to either serving the Lord directly or listening to his stories, they will not suffer any downfall or loss as long as they live. Tika 9. Those devotees who serve the Lord according to Sri Acharyaji's teachings, or who are deeply attached to listening to the tales of the Lord's pastimes, will never suffer any devotional destruction for all their life, for as long as there life breath in their body. For as long as there is life breath in their body, they will also be granted the devotional reward according to the path of grace. This is Sri Acharyaji's firm opinion. Obstacles can still arise for those who observe such devotees attached to seva or listening to the Lord's pastimes, but totally lack any such attachment, although they may be enthusiastic. The solution to this follows. Verse 10. Vada sambhavanayam tu nekante va sa ishyate. Nekante va sa ishyati haristu sarvato raksham krishyati na sanshayaha. Because of the possibility of obstructions, such a devotee should not live in isolation. Sri Hari will, without a single doubt, protect his devotee and their devotion in every way. Tika 10. When there is no firmness in devotion within the seva, there is a chance of anxiety developing. This is a great hindrance to seva. The thought may arise, I am not able to make seva here, so I will quit my home and go and live alone and worship the Lord out there. One should not leave seva on such a whim. Know that the Lord Sri Hari will protect both the devotee who is firmly attached to him and their devotion in every way. Of this there is no doubt. Verse 11. Ityevam bhagavat shastram gudatatvam nirupitam. Ye etad samadhita tasyapi syad dridam syad dridharatihi. In this way I have explained the inner essence of the Lord's teachings. Those who fully grasp this will also develop firm and unshakable love for the Lord. In the above verses has been described the most sacred teaching of the scriptures that leads to an increase in devotion and can really only be known through experience and not just discussion. Thus this treatise has nicely explained the meaning of such scriptures. By its regular reading, the devotee's very heart and soul can be purified and rendered sinless, whilst their love for the Lord becomes firm. The regular reciter will also develop deep interest for the path of grace through the agency of Sri Acharyas, great teachers of the devotional path. The devotee will take shelter in the Lord alone and attain deep, permanent love for the Lord, laced with the nectarian mood of unshakable devotional sentiment. Thus concludes the way to increase devotion. Concludes the 11th verse of the 11th treatise of Sri Acharyaji's Shodash Granth. Jai Shri Krishna.